Right then, the world predictions of cups come thick and fast. I did mess that up, but we're just gonna go over it like I didn't mess it up. We are back with another prediction though from the World Cup of the 2026. It is gonna be another Group D game. It's Turkey versus Paraguay, and I believe it's actually Group C rather than Group D, or is it Group D? Whichever one America's in. Google, as usual. It is Group D. I was right the first time. I should have believed in my own sauce. Should have believed in my own sauce. But we are here once again with the ill behaviour. It is going to be the final game I record today. We've done four, so we've hit the quota. Again, we could probably do more if I wanted to. I just don't really want to. I'd like to do something else in my day before work. So it is going to be an interesting one because America only on 3 points after losing to Australia. Australia on 4 points after drawing with Turkey in the first one in simulation and then beating America. So if Turkey win here, it's going to make it very fucking interesting. Paraguay will probably be out, but if Paraguay win here, it would also make it interesting because Turkey might be out. So you never know. Before we go in though, stadium check, everything check. 10 minutes, legendary, competitor mode, player race difficulty. Ball stays the same until the end of match day 2. Conditions we don't care about until we pit stadium. To be honest, we'll go this way. See what we get. We're gonna go for Sports Illustrated Stadium. I don't think we've used that today yet, so we'll go with that one. I actually need to check the pitch though and change the time because this is the late. Well, it's actually 4 a.m. that this takes fucking place. So we'll go the latest we can. Nighttime, natural grass, pitch color, bright green, make it look very nice. And as usual, those are your settings. We then go across to the teams. I did go into the Turkish side, looked at the team. There isn't really a better striking option than Atakolu, so he stays up top. The midfield that you would expect to do a job are still there, and they really need to do a job to keep themselves in the tournament. Yildiz left, Yilmaz right, Gular centre. Kochu and Çalhanoğlu in the midfield area, like centre midfield areas. Of course, Çalhanoğlu captain in the side, and then the back four and goalkeeper is where it could get suspect, but it should be strong enough, I think. For Paraguay, that is their best team as well. Couldn't find any way to improve it, to be honest with you. Olvera still in between the sticks. Alonso, Alderete, Gomez, Caceres, Gomez, Bobadilla, Almiron, Sosa, and Ciso Sanabria. It is a good team, but unfortunately, I feel like it could be the team that goes out first out of this group because obviously we've got Premier League experience there. Alderete at Sunderland, Almiron, formerly of Newcastle, and Ciso, formerly of Brighton. He will be going to Chelsea. So there is experience in that team, but I don't. For me, I just don't see there's much creation besides Enciso. Almiron, I don't see him being as good as he was for that purple patch he had at Newcastle. Enciso's still up and coming. Gomez is still decent in the midfield, I think. They've got the same formation as well, which is interesting. So playing against each other in the same formation could be a fun one. For Turkey, though, they've got a few game changes. I've already advertised them and highlighted them. Arda Güler didn't quite get properly going in the first game against Australia. I think he did score, though. Atokolu, again, I don't trust him as a striker because he's usually a wide midfielder. But he's going to have to play striker because there just isn't really anyone else that can do it. Yildiz and Yilmaz, especially Yildiz, actually. Kenan Yildiz, very, very poor against Australia. We'll need him to get a performance up here if he's going to help Turkey get through, or at least get in the conversation. But other than that, I think we're ready to go. The highlights have been put out for each team. Will there be difference makers for Paraguay or Turkey? We will see over the course of the next half hour in this video, and of course 90 minutes in game time. So, without any further ado, to close out Group D's match day 2, it is Turkey versus Paraguay. I was half considering doing a couple more matches today, but I just would like to chill for a bit. And what I'm going to do is I've got tomorrow off and Thursday off. So I'm going to be probably good. I'm going to try and maybe double up some extra matches then to get ahead of the curve, because obviously for the last match day of each group, everyone plays at the same time, which is a pain in the arse, to be honest with you, because it means I've got to record more. As we're loading up this game, I'm going to have a look and see what this final fucking things would be like for me to do. If my Wi-Fi wants to load. We'll do it after the anthems. I'll kind of explain it.
And here's the lineup for Türkiye.
Well, although it's down as a 4-5-1, it's more
so for 4 days in a row, from the 25th of June to the 28th of June, it is 6 games per day. Oh, no, sorry, 24th of June to the... Hold on. Yeah, 24th of June at 8 PM to the 28th of June at 3 AM. There's going to be 6 games each day. So, it's going to have to be extra recording from me to get these out when I want to. And because, obviously, I'm doing it 2 days before the actual thing happens, the first one of those will be uploaded on the 22nd of June at 8 PM, which means I'll have either needed to record it on the 20th or the 21st. So the best thing I can do, I think, tomorrow and Thursday, is instead of just doing 4 games, maybe do 6 games, get them recorded, get everything set up for those, and then I'm ahead. I'm ahead of the curve a little bit. So for tomorrow, where are we? We're finishing on Turkey, Paraguay, aren't we? So tomorrow, I'll record Netherlands, Sweden, Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador, Curacao, Tunisia, Japan, Spain, Saudi Arabia, and then Belgium, Iran. And then Thursday, we'll do Uruguay, Cabo Verde, New Zealand, Egypt, Argentina, Austria, France, Iraq, Norway, Senegal, Jordan, Algeria, and then Portugal, Uzbekistan. And then, or maybe even, maybe not that many, but we will not have much of match day 2 left after Thursday to record. And then it sets me up quite nicely, in plenty of time for match day 3. And then I can prepare for the round of 32. When those games get confirmed, of course, for each group, we can start putting the pieces together and recording them. And hopefully we can do it in time for the upload schedule, but it might be 1 day before, just because we won't have confirmed teams yet in certain situations. But anyway, I think I've got it planned out. It sounds like a plan. Whether it gets followed through on, different matter. But anyway, we've got a game on our screen, so we need to figure that out before we go any further with any other planning. Turkey versus Paraguay. Blue are the Paraguayans, they're going to the left. Red are the Turks, they're going to the right. Prediction for this one. There was an initial scoreline I had before the tournament kicked off, but because I've now seen America versus Paraguay, Paraguay might be worse than I thought, but also Turkey may not be the team that I thought either, because they lost to Australia in real life. In real life, both these two teams losing their first group stage games. In simulation, Paraguay lost, but Turkey drew. I'm going to say Almiron puts that over the top. I mean, he'd already put it over the top by the time I said it, but that's beside the point. I will be going for a... what do we say? We'll go... 2-0 Turkey, I think. I'm going to go 2-0 Turkey. It'll be wrong, It'll be wrong, because I went 2-0 Turkey, I think, for the other one. It was 2-0 Australia. So if I go 2-0 Turkey again, it'll end up being 2-0 Paraguay. So,
Yilmaz.
fuck the final. But I'm going for 2-0 to the Turks. And I believe
Yeah, that's a clever interception.
they will do better than they did against Australia. They bloody need to.
Ferdi Kadioglu. Good looking move.
They can't do much worse, to be honest.
Bit sloppy there.
I don't know if I talked about it because I started bringing it up in the last fucking
Omar
predictions
Alderete.
between Brazil and Haiti. If you haven't watched that, I would advise to go and watch it because it was a very fun game. I don't know if I brought it up, but England,
Well, he's so dangerous from
I know it's not all about them.
particularly when he strikes it with power. He
Tino
just has
Livramento
great
has been
technique.
ruled out due to injury in training,
Threatening.
and Ciso is going to make it 1-0 Paraguay, so we'll get back to that point momentarily. Turkey have left themselves wide open there, if I'm being transparent. And an underwhelming dark horse that Turkey have become here, because now it's 1-0 Paraguay.
The interplay around the box
And it's
is
well
wonderful.
taken by
And when
Enciso.
he
It's a
gets
good little
onto
ball
it,
through
he
from
decides
number
to
8.
go
I'm not
for
entirely sure
power.
who that
It's
is.
a really
But
emphatic
Enciso
finish.
finishes
Gives the keeper
in
no
a very
chance.
nice way. There's no way that Shakir's getting to that in a month of Sundays. And it is 1-0 Paraguay. So to get my fucking England news out, finally do it. Livramento's been ruled out due to an injury in training. And they've got, you know, a few fullbacks they didn't take. They didn't take Lewis Hall. They didn't take Luke Shaw. They've got a couple of options there. So naturally, to replace a player that can play left back and right back, they're going to take a centre back, because Trevor Chalobah is the one that's getting picked to go to the World Cup instead. And even then, there's other centre backs that can be picked. Trevor Chalobah. No offence to Chalobah, but he's not that good. It's an awful choice, in my opinion. But that's the England news out of the way. We'll get back to this game. I just wanted to share that with you and share my outrage as Arda Güler takes a shot, it gets saved, he takes the corner in, and it's just off target by Abdul Karim as Turkey look for an equaliser. But I am fucking confused and fuming and confused. With all due respect to Chalobah, he's probably going to get hate for a decision that's not even in his hands, which is so stupid. It's Tuchel that deserves the hate. In all seriousness, though, why is Chalobah the one to come up? There's so many better options.
Yildiz. Çalhanoğlu. This could be the equaliser.
There is a leveller though, and it is the man who I thought it would be from if it was going to be from anyone. Arda Güler makes it 1-1.
Well, here it is again. The through ball is
Ball
wonderfully
is
executed,
it's
and he
1-2
makes the finish look
between
so
Güler
easy.
and
What a good
I
goal
think
that
it's
is.
Yilmaz. And Güler doesn't get closed down in quick enough time. Could be a bit better there from the Paraguay goalkeeper, but Turkey won't care. Güler won't care. And it is
So underway
1-1,
again here
and
on
this
the
might
back
end
of
up
that
being a bit of a
leveller.
goal fest, possibly. I'm just reading I've got a work text, so bear with me, guys. I
Yilmaz.
will still be paying part attention, but
Çalhanoğlu. Attacking with
I do
vigour.
need to respond.
It's
If there's a
on
goal and I
way
miss it, I
to
apologise.
cross. Promising position this. Must take the lead here. Oh, he's been denied. And they remain locked together.
Well, that's a good save, but really he should have scored from there. That's a big chance.
And easily intercepted. Now opening things up. Oh, a magnificent challenge.
Right, we're good. We're good. We're back on track. Back on track. It was just about my payslip. Back on track. Back focused on this game in hand on the screen. I'm going to take a drink of water, but I think Gomez is going to score before I do. Right, well, we'll talk about the goal then first before I hydrate. As it is 2-1 now to Paraguay, this could fucking go to any scoreline at this rate. It's just free scoring in this one. No closing down again, and it is across the face of goal. Shakir outplayed. And it's a good ball through. I don't know if it is Cecil that plays the ball through. I'm going to assume it is. Not entirely sure who it is, but Gomez gets on the end of it. And, yeah. Paraguay in the lead again. Turkey's World Cup hopes could be in turmoil.
So back underway. Intriguing contest this.
It's a different Paraguay to the one we saw against America anyway, because they were shit. In simulation they were quite good actually, to be honest. They only lost 2-1, but in real life they lost 4-1. I'm going to hydrate before Turkey score. Fucking hell.
Danger building.
Gildes can't get through. He has struggled this World Cup, I'll be real.
Well, the fans are going mad here. They think that was a penalty.
Cáceres. It's with Bobadilla. And here's Cáceres.
Quite windy outside, so I also close my window.
Bobadilla. Gustavo Gomez. And Gomez.
Alderete to Gomez. I'm not sure what the scoring is going to be at the end. I didn't expect it to be 2-1 to Paraguay.
Cáceres.
Maybe start predicting what the simulation is going to fucking throw at me, rather than the actual result in real life. I'm going to say, what, 4-all in this one.
On the ball, Alderete.
I am, like, joking, but also maybe not joking a little bit as well, because fucking every shot seems to be going in. The goalkeeper seems to be struggling. There's some socks on my feet as well, because my feet are cold. Hear me moving about. That's why. Oh, Jesus. Snug feet now. Celik, Yilmaz, Guler, Çalhanoğlu doesn't get the ball through to Ashikoglu, and it's away by Paraguay, who have left. Well, they've got a chance for a counter, but I think Turkey will get back, and Gökçe helps in terms of allowing his team to get back. He doesn't get the ball from the interception, but better than nothing, I suppose, right?
Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Gökçe. And on to Yildiz. Çalhanoğlu. And very nicely positioned to win it back.
Almiron,
And Gomez.
Gomez, Alderete,
Bobadilla.
Bobadilla,
And the pass keeps them going.
out wide to
Yeah,
Sosa,
lovely technique with that pass.
Bobadilla again.
Further away.
I mean, Paraguay look a lot more threatening than Turkey right now.
Bobadilla. Oh, that's a
They are
clever
goal
ball.
up, and they have kept the pressure on since that goal up, rather than allowing Turkey to equalise again. The ball is inside. It's a mix-up at the back, and Cecil is the one that gets the fall there. But there is a shot taken. I'm not sure exactly who by, but it's forced to save out of Shakir, and a corner for Paraguay.
So the corner
And
flag
Cecil
into the box.
towards Alderete. It's a header, not with a lot of power or placement on it, so it's an easy save
And
for Shakir,
alleviating the
but
pressure.
why not, I suppose.
Yilmaz. Gökçe. And on to Yildiz. Well, they stopped them in their tracks.
Presumably they didn't fancy having Roque Santa Cruz wheeled out for the World Cup,
Gomez.
because he's still playing, isn't he?
It's with
He's
Bobadilla.
44 as well. I didn't realise he was that old.
Playing with patience.
Fair play to him. He's going for the he's going for the Mura career, I guess. Gomez inside. Demiral gets it away, kinda. Sanabria locks it, but Turkey will get it away. A very attacking game, especially from Paraguay.
Gökçe.
Turkey aren't held back either.
Perfect tackle.
quite like this, to be honest. I'd rather these kind of games, obviously, than the 0-0s. It doesn't... I mean, obviously I want goals over no goals, but you know what I mean. Just shots on goal, even if it's a 0-0, but they've had chances. Rather than just passing around the midfield for 90 minutes. Celik takes it away. And Turkey have one more chance before the break, presumably here. If they can make it work. Arda Güler down the right. Should play it inside. Doesn't. Does. Towards the back post. Well, there was question marks there, but I think because Yildiz is pretty much off the pitch, it will go down as an offside. Teasing ball in there by Güler, but it's not going to matter for shite because offside against Kenan Yildiz. And with 1 minute of injury time nearly played through, we will probably go in 2-1 at the break. And I am correct in that because the referee's blown the half-time whistle. And Paraguay, despite a questionable performance against the US of A, have been a lot better in this one. In Ciso, he's got a goal, and I think he's got an assist as well. He has got a very good performance under his sleeves here so far. Got the opening goal. Güler struck back 6 minutes later for Turkey, but then 5 minutes later, Paraguay took the lead again through Gomez, and they've held the lead on so far throughout that first half. 53-47 in terms of possession in favour of Turkey. 5 shots to 4 in favour of Paraguay, however. And the expected goals 1.6 to 1.4, but it is that close because it is on a knife edge. Turkey definitely have the possibility here to get back into this one. 3 shots on target for them, 4 shots on target for Paraguay, and it's just edged out at the moment for Paraguay. But there's still 45 minutes to be played. Performances then at the half-time whistle. Man of the match so far goes to Diego Gomez, a goal and an assist, and 8.1 from CDM, by the way. Not anything to sniff at. Julio Cesar and Ciso as well, getting another goal and an assist, 7.4. Obviously, the two top players providing goals and assists for each other. Ramon Sosa, not bad off the right. Almiron, not bad off the left, to be honest. Could be doing a little bit more, I reckon, but it's alright so far from Miguel Almiron, 7.2. Caceres, I guess, Yildiz hasn't really been threatening yet, so can't really rip too high. The defence, a bit suspect, I'll be honest, but Oliveira so far with a 6.6. He has 3 shots, 2 saves, 1 goal conceded, and it was a good goal from Güler. Couldn't have saved it, so can't really blame him. And then Sanabria, even though we've had plenty of attacks in Paraguay, he has not been involved in a lot of them, although he did test Shakir towards the end of the half. Man of the match for Turkey, it was always going to be one man, and it has been that exact human being. Arda Güler with a goal and an 8.4, assisted by Barış Alper Yilmaz, an assist at 7.4. Gökçe, very good in midfield, actually, to be honest. Keeping the ball as much as he can under the situations. Everyone else underwhelming to poor, especially Kenan Yildiz, who we came into the tournament, he thought he was going to kick on and be insane. He hasn't done any of that. Altokoglu, out of position as a striker, can't blame him too much, still hasn't been great. Ercan Çakır has let in 2 goals, 2 shots saved though from him as well out of the 4 that have been put on his net. And yeah, Demiral has just been atrocious. So a bit more from the Turkish defence, please, if they are to win this. Obviously, if they're not to win this, then Paraguay will just run away with it. So 45 minutes played, 45 minutes to play. No changes yet. Feel like it's too early to change anyone, but rest believe the Turkey will probably make the first substitution if they're not going to get a goal soon. We are powering on. We are smashing on through these predictions with no relent as we continue. Match 32 of 104. Sanabria across to Gomez, back to Sanabria. Just one of you hit the shot, you probably score with the way that you've been playing Paraguay. But yeah, we are gradually getting through. Just over the quarter-way mark. Of course, 52 matches will be the halfway mark. That'll be part-way into match day 3. And 3/4 mark will be probably around the 32 somewhere. Or actually might be into around the 16 at that point. I don't exactly know maths off the top of my head. No, it would be around the 32 point because 52 will be the start of the round, start of match day 3, and you got more matches. So around the 32 somewhere will be the 3/4 way point, and then they start to spread out a bit. There's not as much pressure to bulk record like I'm doing, which is going to be quite nice. Just to sit back and play maybe 1 or 2 games a day, just to kind of, you know, see who's going to win the World Cup. Yildiz still can't do anything right until the rebound falls to him, and he finally puts his stamp on this World Cup. It's taken, what, 141 minutes total, but he has done it. Nothing in the 90 minutes against USA. Very nearly nothing in this one. It's a very good save, actually, from, is it Ramirez? No, Alvera, sorry, in the Paraguay goal, but can't do anything to stop the rebound. Probably should have maybe done a bit better with the first save. The save was good, but maybe put it anywhere that isn't Yildiz's feet, and you probably get away with it there. Level again in this one, and it really, really could be an interesting end to this group stage. As it stands, Australia are on 4, America are on 3, Turkey are on 2, and Paraguay are on 1. So changes in the stages. There will probably be more goals to come as well. Neither defence has really covered themselves in glory, and neither of the goalkeepers. The attacks have been very, very relentless from both sides, and you could see by that 2-2.
Well, that's how to defend the edge of your box.
Yildiz. Ferdi Kadioglu. Bardacci.
I know that nobody's in chat because technically I'm just recording these, but I'm getting bot messages and they're quite funny. You got crazy potential and I could put you to someone who has a lot of followers. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, you could if I wanted to do that. This isn't even my main account, this is just a recording account for these World Cup predictions, mate. So if you're still in the chat, which I presume you're not because it's a bot account, yeah, I'm not interested. Gomez gets it away from Paraguay, and they will look to find a winner. Well, both teams will be looking for a winner now. I don't know who gets it, honestly. They've both been very attacking. I think I'd give the edge to Turkey just because of the talent they have, but Paraguay have definitely been the better side, I would say. These back passes, these defensive passes could get snatched by Turkey if they're not careful. Quick bit more water.
Intercepted effortlessly. Yildiz.
I will say as well, I think Yildiz is struggling because he's being misplaced. Unless they've changed the formation, which it looks like they have. I think they've put Yildiz into a cam role, and they've put Guler on the right and Yilmaz on the left. Yildiz, I would say, probably operates better in a cam role, at least in game anyway. I don't know how I don't watch a lot of football in real life. The World Cup's honestly the first football I've watched since, I don't know, since the Europa League final when Man United lost to Spurs. I didn't really watch. I suppose I watched highlights of last season's Premier League. The Man United ones at least, if nothing else. It's not that I don't care about football. It's just that I don't have the time to care about football. And to be honest, this World Cup one, only because it's once every 4 years I'm doing predictions for it like this. Otherwise it would be not happening. I looked at my Euros predictions from 2024, as naturally I gave up on them by the weird format for doing them. And I will tell you now, that's not the format that's going to carry across to this. I tried to do 4 matches, I think, or something, 2 to 4 matches in one stream. And the stream was about 2.5 hours long, and it was 4 matches, and the thumbnails looked weird because I was trying to jam all the games onto one thumbnail. I don't know what my thought pattern was for doing that way of doing it. Maybe it's so I didn't have to record as much otherwise, but I feel like, I know it takes a little bit more time overall doing it this way, but I feel like it makes more sense doing it this way, isolating the games one at a time. People can pick and choose which one they want to watch, and of course which ones they don't want to watch as well. And it's just going to continue like this. I know it'll be 104 videos, but I feel like it just makes more sense. And I know it's like just pushing videos out left, right and centre, but the the World Cup is a quick
Into the
tournament.
last 20 minutes. And a timely
I just don't
intervention.
see why I would ever think of doing it like that, to be honest.
Oh,
It
nice
just
ball.
just didn't make a lot of sense to me.
And he has options available.
Because for Euro 2020, I did predictions, and I did it one match at a time. And I'm pretty sure I did 20-minute halves for that, because I was a fucking psychopath. I was looking at each of these videos, they're an hour long. So yeah, I'm glad I cut the half time down a little bit as well.
And passing it
I'm
well.
very confused why I did it the way I did it. I don't think I made a playlist for it, so I can't see.
Moving the ball nicely, but can they forge ahead?
Oh, I
Well,
did
the
it.
bar can be the goalkeeper's best friend.
What I can see is that Turkey have taken the lead,
And now a chance for
and
the
I
in the moment.
said I would give the advantage to Turkey. I've been proven correct. Didn't see who scored it. It's a header off the crossbar by number 21. The rebound falls back to said number 21 for a second go of a header. Gomez not able to close it down. Yilmaz gets this one on target. What is Alvera doing there, to be honest with you? Should probably be able to get a hand or something to that.
Can they hold on to the
But it's
lead?
not going to happen. Baris, Alper, Yilmaz making it 3-2 Turkey. And I should be concentrating on the game on my screen rather than previous recordings. But I'm very interested in what I was thinking.
Here's
And to be
Almiron.
honest, it's probably better not to know. My brain is not a place it needs looking into.
Well, he couldn't worry the keeper with that effort.
But yeah, why did I do that? There's one here, I did 4 matches,
It's with Chelly.
and it's an hour and 56 long. And it's all jammed into one fucking video. What the fuck was I thinking? What was I thinking? Group E and Group F final match day, day 13, 26th of June 2024. I think my thought was that I was going to just do all the day in one stream, which it makes a bit of sense, but it just doesn't feel like it's the right way to do it. It just doesn't seem like the best way of formatting it. However, we're not doing it that way. We're doing it one game at a time. Mauricio for Sosa. There's no point in... If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Kind of just keep using this method until the World Cup ends. I don't feel like it's too bad. I'm just putting 40 minutes aside. Just do a quick video. And if I can't do 4 matches a day, then we'll obviously find a workaround. But it's so funny looking back and seeing that I tried to do all these matches in a day. I think I did 6-minute halves though for those, so they were a little bit shorter. I think I found the perfect balance for these predictions because Euro 2020 was bloody 20-minute halves. I don't think I did World Cup 22 predictions. I am going to go have a look now. I'm reminiscing as this game's going on in the background. It's actually a really good game that's going on the screen, but I'm just reminiscing. I don't know why.
Yilmaz.
Oh, that's going to be a lot to scroll through because there was a whole Youth Academy career mode I did. That's completed. I searched through my stuff. I don't know. We don't need to. I probably made a playlist for the World Cup 22 predictions if I did them.
On the offensive. That's really good and effective physical play. And possession given away.
Will Paraguay find a late equaliser? That is the story going on your screen. I don't think I did. But we'll leave it. Not important. We'll just lock into the end of this one because it could be 4-2. Baris Yilmaz hits the crossbar again. He loves hitting the crossbar, that man, but it does fall to Atukolu, who has gone absolutely ballistic here and has good reason to be honest. He's had a very difficult tournament being played out of position up front. I don't know if he actually plays up front in real life, but I always, when I've seen him, I always kind of associate him with a wide midfielder position. Yilmaz, unlucky not to have a hat-trick, to be honest. 2 crossbar hits and a goal. But it does fall straight to the number 7. Alvera can't get across, and that will surely secure 3 points for Turkey. And as the group stands, it is Australia 4 points, Turkey 4 points, USA 3 points, Paraguay none. And it will be a big task for Paraguay to get level here now, and also to get into the next stage of the World Cup. It's loosely kept by Paraguay, and Atakoglu loses it back, but I think the damage is done. It's a very gun is what what I was going to say. I was going to say good or fun. It came out as gun.
Just wasn't going
Speech
to
has never been my,
Just doesn't give them a chance, does he?
you know, strong point.
Bobadilla.
It's been a very good and fun conclusion to a very good and fun match. We'll go around that way. We'll go around the houses with it. Will there be one more goal before we close out? Dependent on injury time. A bit of reminiscing as well. We got to reminisce a bit. We also got to, you know, get a good match on our screens. It's actually been quite a good day of predictions, apart from the Scotland-Morocco match. But that was a point for Scotland, and that's a lot of the match to me as well. Sanabria, Paraguay won't win. Paraguay won't draw here. They could get one more just to hurt the goal difference of Turkey. And Ciso gets his pass out by Abdul Karim, and that will wrap up 3 points for Turkey. Now, on goal difference, I'm trying to remember the score lines off the top of my head. I think Turkey go top on goal difference because Australia won 3-2 against America earlier today in Simulation Land. And then, of course, Turkey and Australia drew against each other. So, yeah, that goal from Atakoglu was bigger than what it initially looked like. Obviously, it got the 3 points, but will also put them top of Group D in the simulation. So, fair play there to Turkey as Guler turns into Atakoglu, back to Guler on the scoreboard there. It's quite funny. It is 4-2, and it is a win for Turkey to end today's predictions. Very good game, honestly. Full attack the whole time. Some other teams need to take fucking note. If I have to see one more Czechia game where they do nothing, I'm going to shoot myself. Match facts at the end, 51-49 in terms of possession in favour of Paraguay. It was the only stat that went in their direction that was worth mentioning, although they do have more passes. We'll give them that one as well. 12 shots to 6 in favour of Turkey, 5.4 expected goals to 1.6 as well. They may have been in trouble at the break. I think they were 2-1 down at the break, but the second half was run by the Turkish, and they did take full advantage of the opportunities that they made. 12 shots to 6, like I said. 8 shots on target in the end for Turkey and 5 for Paraguay. So yeah, on the basis of play, especially in that second half, deserved the dub. But fair play to Paraguay for putting up a fucking fight though, you know? Performances, it's going to be Guler that gets man of the match, but we'll check the Paraguay side first. Diego Gomez, very, very good for Paraguay. He was the best player on the pitch by a country mile for him. A goal and an assist and an 8.2. And Ciso kind of dropped off second half, still decent. Goal, assist, and a 7.4 for the man who's soon to... I've got fucking hiccups, will you fuck off? Soon to be at Chelsea. Alonso, 7.3. Almiron, 7.3. They did change things around. Almiron moving on to the right. Alonso, left back. Gustavo Gomez, 7 rating. Sosa coming off. He got 6.9. Yeah, underwhelming from the Paraguay defence. Obviously, they let in 4. Sanabria got 2 shots on target, but that's all he really threatened up top. Didn't really do much more than that. He didn't seem like he was going to score today, if I'm being honest, despite the shots on target. Olvera, in the end, 6.1. Very unlucky, to be honest, because 2 of them were rebound goals off the crossbar, but you can't do much about them. 8 shots on target for Turkey. 4 saves, however, made by Gaston Olvera, but 4 let in. A 50% success rate ain't bad, but it's obviously still letting 4 in, so it ain't good. For Turkey then, we saw it. Man of the match goes to Arda Güler, goal and an assist for the wonder kid from Real Madrid, 8.2. Barış Alper Yilmaz, a goal and an assist and 7.8. Could have had a hat-trick, hit the bar twice, but really lit it up off the left. And it was smart to move this whole system around. I did notice it, and they did it really well. Assist and a 7.8 for Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Kenan Yildiz with a goal and a 7.6. Once he moved to Cam, did play a lot better. I'm wondering if I'm going to change the system, if I remember to change the system for Turkey's final group stage game. If it even saves. It probably won't even save. You know how this game goes. Kirkçu, 7.5. Reliable midfielder. Zeki Çelik, the better of the back 4, with the other ones not being very good at all, to be honest. And then Atakoglu getting, whether he deserved it or not, getting a goal. Felt like he needed it for his confidence. And a 7.1 for him. And it is Özcan Çakır who gets the goalkeeping stats here. 5 shots, 3 saves, 2 conceded in the end. Not brilliant, but not really important on the basis of it, because it does mean with a 4-2 win that Turkey will go to the top of the group in simulation land. Will that carry across to real life? Who knows? We'll find out when we find out. But we've found out what's going to happen, or what the simulation thinks is going to happen. So that is going to wrap up today's recording session. Very happy to get it done, but very happy with a good few entertaining games, to be honest with you. But it's another day down, another one bites the dust, as the song goes. I hope you guys have enjoyed all these simulations so far. We'll continue to enjoy the oncoming simulations. The ones that are upcoming is the word I was looking for, not oncoming, because they're not hitting you in the face. They're going to be on your TV screen, or mobile, or laptop, whatever you're watching this on, whatever device. I'm going to stop nattering and stop fucking talking and let you guys get on with your day. Hope you enjoy the World Cup though, and if you're supporting England or Scotland, you get bonus points. Take care, and peace.